Hi guys, Kai here and welcome back to episode 6 of the FIFA 19 My Player career with the MLS side Toronto FC. Now we've had a pretty decent start. The last episode, I think we went unbeaten, didn't we? So we're in a pretty decent run of form right now. Maybe a little bit of slump is happening. Not sure why that is. Maybe the players are feeling a little bit fatigued. Hopefully we can pick it up in today's episode. We want to try and get Kai to be the top scorer for Toronto, which he isn't right now. I think it is Giovinco, who's actually a man in form. I think he's actually the best player at Toronto currently, especially with the goals that he has been scoring. A couple of bangers in that last episode actually. So see if we can get him off to a good start as well today. But so far, approaching half time against New York City, and it is still, as you can see, 0-0. Waiting for that first goal. When is the deadlock going to be broken? And Bradley there to Giovinco. Kai's got a bit of space here. Here he is, takes off the shot, but no real power in that one. And straight into the path of the New York goalkeeper, which he clears the ball forward. So still 0-0, and we do head into the second half now. 5 minutes played in the second period, and Bradley there just playing it backwards. Kai's dropping a little bit deep here, trying to get himself in on the action. We want to try and get this goal as soon as possible. But here is Kai picking it up, lays it off, going to carry on his run. Probably could have run a bit forward, a bit further forward there before we got the pass back, but it doesn't matter. What a header that is! Cracking goal there for Toronto FC. The cross came in, there was Kai, heads it down, past the goalkeeper, into the back of them there, and finally the deadlock is broken, and boom, look at that nice little header. Goalkeeper nowhere near that one. Great header, great goal. And how many is that for the season then for Kai? We'll find out shortly. And I'm not sure he's scored many headers either since we've started this series with the MLS side Toronto. It didn't actually show us how many is that for the season, unfortunately. So when he scores his next one, we'll have a quick look and see how many he's got. But of course, we are still a few behind Giovinco. I think he scored 3 in the last episode, didn't he, Giovinco? So some way to go for Kai. We are approaching the final 20 minutes in this match, and the away side still have the upper hand by 0-0. Here is Kai in space, waiting for the run. The run is there, ball plays over the top, nicely played and controlled down, and there is the shot. And Kai picks up an assist for himself. He gets a few traits as well, early cross trait there, an accomplishment was in there as well. But there is the second goal of the game then. Good start to the episode then for Toronto FC and for Kai. He's put in a man of the match performance with a goal and now an assist. And look at this nice ball over the top, defence nowhere, beautifully timed run as well there from Vasquez, and he smashes it into the back of the net to score his 3rd MLS goal of the season. So into the final minute then, 2 minutes of added time remaining, 1 of that to play, and I think that is going to be all the action over for today's game. And we can head straight into the second game of today's episode. I think we're covering 4 games again today, just like we did in yesterday's episode. We're going to cover 4 games again, hopefully more action-packed, but we'll wait and see. And as you can see there, the New York City players not very happy with that result, but we're going to take it 2-0. Kai with the man of the match as well, so we're actually playing another New York team, and this time it is against New York Redbulls. And let's try and do the job again. At the YouTube Stadium, of course, we were able to rename the Toronto Stadium, so we are playing at the YouTube Stadium. I thought it was fitting, as it is a YouTube series. And let's try and get ourselves an early goal. Here is Kaden in possession. Nice little turn, opens up some space for himself. Takes off the shot, deflected off the knee, or the inside thigh there, of the Red Bulls defender. Let's have a look where exactly did that one hit. Oh, on the shin. And that one bounces out of play for a corner then to the home side. Corner is not the greatest. The shot was not too bad, but it was blocked, and that one headed clear for a Toronto throw. So 6.9 rating so far for Kai in the first 20 minutes of this match. Obviously, if he does manage to get himself a goal or an assist, that will jump up quite a lot actually, especially if it's a goal. But nicely intercepted. Here is Kai this time, holding on to it, plays it in the middle. And play. Oh, why did he shoot? Kai was making a run straight through the middle there, and if that man there, who's that? Is that Vasquez? I don't know. But if you saw the run of Kai, he was wide open. Actually, 2 or 3 players would have been in the space if he just played it across the middle of the area. But he decided to be a little bit greedy, went for the shot, And he did go out of play for a corner. Corner is not that great. Still a chance to swing this one in. Kai on the edge. Yera plays it inside, and surely no, the goalkeeper's there to make a save. And again, another chance goes begging here for Toronto FC. We're getting the chances, we just can't put them away. And so into the second period of this match then, still waiting for the deadlock to be broken. It took a while for the first goal in the last game, and it's going to be the same here it seems. Approaching an hour and still no goals. Here's Kai, plays the ball over the top just like he did, getting an assist in that last game. Played back in the middle, the shot is there as well, the header, but he could not get that one in target. In fact, if he'd left that, Kai probably would have been in there for an easy tap-in. But 0-0 it is. Change there as well for either side as we go into the final minute. Kai with a nice little interception, loses it though. Toronto get the ball back. Kai's on a 7.2 rating, so not the best of performances, but I feel his teammates are letting down today, so I wouldn't really blame it too much on Kai. We've had the chances there, we've been unable to put them away unfortunately, and it looks like, well it is, it's going to end 0-0. So disappointing result here. At least though we did not lose. That is the important thing as we do try and chase New York Red Bulls at the top of the table. So into the third game then. We have one more to play after this one. We are away from home taking on Minnesota United, as you can see, playing in their grey kit with the blue trim, I think it is, sky blue trim. And of course Toronto FC, as you can see, in their all white away strip. And that's a nice ball forward here for Kai. Can we try and get ourselves an early goal in this match? No, he's given away a throw-in. Poor play there from Kai. Tried to turn back, defender read it, and the deflection went onto the foot of Kai. Now to play it for a Minnesota throw. So half an hour gone. Still again waiting for the first goal of the game as Minnesota United look to get this crossing, which they do. Header is there, but straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. If he went to that far post, he probably would have had the first goal of the match. But as it stands, it is still 0-0. Into the second half we go. Kai asking for that ball straight through the middle. Here he is. Loses it again. Right, now he's not having a great game. But there he is, trying to apply the pressure. He knows he's not having a good game, so he's probably working a little bit too hard right now. Just needs to calm himself down. Here he is. Oh, the chance is there. The shot is on, but it was not on target. A little bit more curl on that one, and it probably would have gone into the back of the net. Look at that, no curl whatsoever on that effort. So 6.4 rating for Kai. We've played 4 minutes in the second half, up to a 7.1 now as we do head into the final 10 minutes. And Kai again is trying to make this run forward, but the ball's just not coming. I've got 3 defenders marking Kai. He goes towards the far post. The defender and the goalkeeper were there first. And Kai's actually giving away a free kick. Not entirely sure what that was for. He's actually picked up a yellow card as well. A bit harsh there, referee, but you got to do what you got to do, I suppose. Let's have a look at the replay. He's asking for the ball. Oh, we don't even get to see a replay. But I think EA need to look at their gameplay, because that kind of thing should not be a yellow card. They're into the final minute then. Minnesota United are attacking on that far side. Cross comes in. Defense actually let the ball go over his head. Not sure why he did that. If there was an attacker going for that ball, he probably would have had an easy goal there to give Minnesota a 1-goal lead and of course the victory. But it is another 0-0 draw. We will take the point away from home. At least we're not losing these games, but of course we need to be winning them if we are going to be finishing top of the MLS table. So into the fourth and final game then of today's episode. Apologies for the lack of goals today. As I said at the start, we are seem to be going through a little bit of a slump right now, especially Kai for goals. But there is Kai picking up the interception early on, and he's going to carry on his run. Asks for the ball, gets it from his teammate, waiting for that cross to come in. Cross does come in far post, a little bit too far, but somehow his teammate gets on the end of it, heads it across the goalkeeper into the back of the net, and 3.5 minutes gone, and it is 1-0 to Toronto FC. So it's taken us, what, 180 minutes from those last 2 games to get a goal, and then straight away we've scored almost immediately. Cracking header, that one, fantastic header. But of course Kai does get himself another assist in today's video. Marky Delgado with his first MLS goal of the season. and giving Toronto FC a 1-goal lead. So Giovinco, he's gone off the ball a little bit, hasn't he, since the last episode. Josie Altidore come on in his place, looking for this second goal to get this game wrapped up. Nice ball played forward, 1-on-1 with the keeper. Goalkeeper is there to make the stop, and the rebound not on target. So thankfully for us, it does go wide and out of play for a goal kick. Didn't quite meet that one how he wanted, I don't think. But Kai's on a 7.7 rating, so he's had a much better game today, especially with that early assist. You can see how far he's dropped deep right now. He's on the far side, near side of midfield. Back in the cam position, even though he is playing as a striker. We feel that we've got to drop a little bit deeper just to get more in on the action. The player's missed that cross. Gets in the second cross though, straight into the hands of the Toronto goalkeeper, and I think that is going to be the last kick of the game. 7.6 rating for Kai. We've got a balance +1 accomplishment unlocked as well. We'll have a quick look at the MLS table. As you can see, we are currently sitting in second place, 18 games played, 31 points. It is New York Redbulls sitting at the top of the table. As you can see, we are chasing there, quite a few points ahead, so some work still yet to do for ourselves. So thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like if you did like today's episode, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for episode 7.